Evening all. Hope we're well. Had a well, if you have had a busy, stressful week, let's slow it down. I feel absolutely shattered, but just ready to stretch it out and just relax into the evening. So we're going to start a little different tonight. Let's start lying down on the mat. So finding that nice comfortable position, just releasing your spine down nice and slowly. And just relaxing into whatever position feels good for you. But what we really want to do here is take a few moments to really work on that breath. So let's place one hand on your chest if you like and one on your belly, making sure we're breathing into that right area just for the first couple of breaths, and you can relax your arms down. But you want to make sure that as you inhale, you're feeling your belly rise. So we're really breathing into that belly area, getting those big deep breaths in, and exhale out. Nice and slowly. Taking this time to find that connection with your breath, really breathing deeply, feeling your chest rise and that belly expand. We spend a whole day just with those shallow breaths. We want to get that oxygen into the body, feel the air, fill your lungs. Really feel it making its way around your body. And as you slowly exhale out all those toxins, also feel your body just relaxing into the mat. Taking this time to close your eyes and just decompressing from your day. Just slowing down your mind. Hopefully you can just hear some nice relaxing sounds, maybe a bit of bird song. I've got some birdies just outside the window, which are helping to just slow down. Just taking this time to find that stillness in your mind. Allowing your body to just let go. Forgetting about all those to-do lists, admin and emails. Exhale it out. Before we get a little too comfortable, let's lift those arms up over our head and find that lovely big stretch. Pointing each fingers and toes, reaching each side, just kind of stretching those fingertips up, pointing through the toes. So you're sort of stretching out through your legs as well. Just finding that nice stretch through the whole body. So opposite arm to leg, reaching to the top of the mat, either side, either end. Bringing your knees up to center, so bringing the soles of your feet up towards your glutes, and let's just windshield out those knees side to side, starting to loosen down through that lower back. Again, we're still focusing on those deep breaths in And even longer exhalations out, just to really tap into that parasympathetic nervous system. So that triggers our relaxation. We want to take our body and our nervous system out of that fight or flight mode. Just loosening up through the low of the back here. Bringing your arms back and just hugging those knees into your chest. Let's find that lovely big stretch through the hips and give it a little rock out side to side if that feels good. Bringing those feet back down. Relaxing them into the mat. Just relax your hands down. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, let's just squeeze those hips up to the sky. So adding that gentle movement, everything engaged, and relax the spine back down. Inhale as you squeeze those hips up and release back down to the mat. Inhale, squeeze, lifting those hips. Glutes are engaged, pushing your feet into the mat. Exhale back down. Just keep this moving a few times. So we're just starting to warm up gently through that low of the back. Pushing your feet into the mat, squeezing those hips up, pulling in through your pelvic floor, everything just nice and tight. Couple more here. Just releasing that back. You've been sitting at your desk all day. You just want to add that movement. One more, squeeze and lift those hips up. Exhale back down, nice and slowly. Again, just give those knees a little rock out side to side. And gently, as you roll those knees onto one side, just coming up, lifting the body up and coming into that all fours position on the mat. Making sure your hands are shoulder width apart, knees are parallel. Let's get into those hips and just send them all the way around with a nice big hip circle. Leaning into that, hi Barney. Leaning into those wrists and shoulders, just opening everything up, using that breath to make your way around. And while you're doing this, just doing a bit of a mental scan of your body as well, just seeing where feels a little bit tight, which stretches feel good. Remember, this is your practice, so I'll obviously guide you through, but if you find somewhere that feels good, just holding it there. And exhale back the other way, leaning into those wrists. Just getting that movement into the spine, letting your head and neck drop down. Just mobilizing those joints. And coming back to center on the mat. Send those hips back into our child's pose. Relax the forehead down. Just take a moment here. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly roll it out vertebrae by vertebrae. Release those hips to the mat, looking up to the sky, finding that stretch as you look up. Inhale as you do, and then exhale the hips back. Sink down to those heels. Find that stretch. Reach your fingertips forward. And slowly make your way back through. So we just want to get the body a little bit warm before we get into any deeper stretches. Opening the hips, lifting the heart to the sky. Inhale and then exhale the hips back as we sink into that child's pose. Couple more, again, using your breath to just feel out where it feels good. Letting the body go, finding a bit of a wave-like motion through that spine as you open the chest. One more back to the heels. And as you roll it forward into that upward dog, pushing your hands into the mat, lift and open the chest, just holding there, breathing into that back. As you exhale, gently looking over your left hand shoulders, we're just getting into a very gentle spinal twist, looking towards those back feet over that left shoulder. Exhale to center, other side, looking over that right shoulder towards the feet. So just feeling that stretch down the side of the body. Lift it back up to center, and let's send those hips back into child's pose. Holding it here for a few breaths, release that forehead down. And just relax your body into the mat. Remember, this is our recovery pose, so if you like, you're welcome to stay here for the entire time. It does feel good. Let's just take a few breaths just to really slow the body down. Stretching through those hips, reaching those fingertips forward. Just allowing your body to surrender into this position for a few breaths. With each exhalation, reaching those fingertips that little bit further forward. Feeling that decompression through the spine. As you exhale, sending both hands over to the left-hand side. So we're getting a little deeper into that right side of the body. Finding that release. Keep reaching those fingertips. Bring it back to center, over to the other side. Releasing down that left-hand side. Oh, that's nice. Bring those hands back to center. Looking up towards your fingertips, you're going to slide those fingertips to the top of the mat, lifting your hips at the same time into our puppy pose. So we're going to come down, keeping your chin and your chest on the mat, just getting a little deeper into those shoulders, just trying to hold it there. It can feel a little bit intense. If it's not for you, just hold it back in child's pose, but it's a lovely way to get even deeper into those shoulders, looking to the top of the mat. And exhale, release the chest down, coming down to your forehead. Bring your hands either side of those shoulders. Deep breath in. As you exhale, just lifting the chest into our cobra position. So you're not taking the weight into your hands. It's not our full upward dog. We're just using the chest and the shoulders to lift. You should feel it down the middle of the back, holding it there. Activating those back muscles as we release the head back down. Inhale. Exhale, lifting the head back up. Release it back down. Let's edge those fingertips further as we come up into our Sphinx pose, opening the chest as you lift up. Taking the weight into the forearms now, just getting a little further into that back. Exhale, release back down. And again, lifting up onto those forearms, finding that lovely stretch down the back, lifting the head as you look up. And release it back down. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly making your way out through that all fours position. And just lift those feet, give those ankles a little roll out. As we prepare to tuck the toes and just gently lifting the hips into downward dog. Keeping this really fluid, so bending through the knees, pedaling out the feet, just finding that stretch through the whole body, pushing those heels down, lifting the hips up to the sky, and just feeling it out here. So you might want to bend through the knees, but also feel free to just roll it out into plank and lift the hips back up. Roll it forward. Find that strong pose, squeeze everything tight, hips back up to the sky. We just want to get the movement into the body, keeping it nice and fluid. Loosening through those hips, loosening up through the spine.
Using that breath to gently guide you. You can bring this down to your knees if you prefer, and just keep rolling here and lifting up. Couple more. As we exhale back into downward dog, let's just hold it still here for a moment. So we're pushing those heels down, finding that lovely straight line through the spine, relaxing your head and neck. Bring your feet a little closer towards your hands. Maybe, Liz, try that. Lift the hips a little more. There we go. Don't worry about the heels getting all the way down to the mat. Doesn't matter if they don't reach the mat. It's just we want to get into the back of those hips and those legs. Inhale. As you exhale, looking to the top of the mat, bending your knees and stepping your feet into our forward fold. And let's just shake it out here, side to side in our ragdoll position, letting your head and neck just dangle down. Nice and loosey-goosey. Grabbing your elbows if you want to get a little deeper into those shoulders. Releasing the hands back down as we gently make our way back up to standing, opening the arms above the head, palms together. Inhale, stretch and reach up to the sky. And bring your hands down into prayer. Making sure those feet are shoulder width apart, rooted into the mat. Let's just do one nice slow sun salutation to really open up the body. Inhale, lift the arms up to the sky. Exhale into that forward fold. Release the forehead down towards the knees. Halfway lengthen, look up, flat back, straight legs. Back down to the mat as we step our feet to the back and roll forward into plank. Release your knees. You want to go a little bit slower here. Bend the elbows, chaturanga, and open and lift that chest. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips back up to the sky into that downward dog. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, sending that left leg up to the sky, nice big stretch as we release it to the top of the mat, bending that back knee and relaxing that back foot. So let's just find that hip opener. Lifting the arms up to the sky. Deep breath in, just finding that stretch down that right hip opening. Lifting your fingertips to the sky, palms are parallel, nice straight arms, lovely. Inhale. Exhale, bend those elbows down into our cactus arms. We're just feeling that lovely opening through the shoulders. And we're just going to do a little flow. So we're going to bring the hands down towards that front foot. Straighten out that left leg. Reach the hands up. Bend back down into cactus. Reaching the hands down to that foot. Lift as you extend the arms and leg up. Bend it back down. So just adding a gentle movement. Lift. And release down. Holding it here. Exhale the hands back up to the sky as you bring them down to the mat. And send those hips back into that hamstring stretch. Flexing your left foot, holding it up here. Or if you prefer, you can sink your heels down, your hips down to your heels. Grabbing those left toes with your right hand and just release your forehead down and just getting into that left hand side. Stretching out through those hamstrings. If you've had any back pain this week, it's really good to help with lower back pain. And it just makes the whole body feel a lot looser and a lot more supple once you've stretched out those hamstrings. Just relaxing into that release with each long exhale. And breathing into that stretch. And as you slowly release back into that low lunge, looking up to the sky, tucking that back toe as you lift that left foot towards the back. into our downward dog. As you exhale, sending the right leg up to the sky now, extend it up, nice big stretch as we step it to the front of the mat. Release that back knee down and relax that back foot. We're just finding that low lunge. As you lift the arms back up to the sky, opening through that chest, sinking into that hip flexor. Inhale. Reach the arms up as you exhale the elbows down into our cactus arms. So we've got that nice straight line across the shoulders. Lovely. As you exhale, let's bring those arms, scoop them down towards that front foot, extend that right leg arm, arms up to the sky, bend back into that knee, open into cactus arms. Reach those hands down to that right foot, extending that right leg, arms come up, back down one more time, bending the elbows, reach the arms down, extend that leg, lift the fingertips up, sink back into that low lunge, bringing those arms back into that cactus hold, really nice. Extend the arms back up to the sky as we release them down to the mat and send those hips back into that release down that right hand side. Bringing your hips to heels, just wherever feels good, and grabbing those right toes with that left hand. Just release your forehead towards the knee. And just feel it out down that right side. Just holding it here, letting it go. With each exhale, trying to get that forehead a little closer, just deepening that stretch, allowing that oxygen to help your muscles relax into it. Just relaxing your body. Holding here. Almost done. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently making your way back into that low lunge, sinking into those hips. And stepping that right knee to the back into that all fours position. And sending those hips back into our child's pose. Reach those fingertips forward. Just holding it here for a few breaths. Open those knees a little wider if you haven't already, just so we can get even deeper into that hip stretch. And just relaxing into the mat. Feeling your back rise with each inhalation, really getting those big breaths in. As you exhale, sliding those fingertips even further forward. Deep breath in here. As you exhale, just gently making your way through that all fours position. And let's just release that spine a little more as we inhale, arch the back, looking up to the sky. Exhale, tucking your chin to chest, looking between your knees, pushing your hands into the mat, just finding that release through the spine. Inhale, open the chest, lift and look up. Exhale, roll it back nice and gently the other way, pushing your hands into the mat, finding your stretch through those shoulders. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, back the other way. Coming back to center on your mat, and let's just swing those hips down. Bending the knees at the top. And reaching those arms all the way to the front of the mat as we make our way back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Again, windshield those knees out side to side. Bring them back to center. Crossing that left foot over the right knee. Let's just reach underneath that right hamstring and squeeze it up towards your chest. Just finding that release through your hips and your glute. The left foot crossed over the top of the right knee. If you want to get even deeper, cross your hands over the top of that right knee so you can really squeeze it even more into your chest. So you should feel a nice big stretch and release all down your left glute, opening up through your hip. Just breathing into that release. Each stretch here, just really focusing on those slow breaths. Feeling your body loosen with each exhalation. Releasing your left foot down to the mat, crossing that right foot over the top of your left knee, reaching your hands underneath that left hamstring and squeezing up towards you. Or again, putting your hands over the top of that left knee, squeezing up to your chest, finding that stretch and opening through those hips. Really working to slow that breath down. Feel your muscles release and relax. Releasing that right foot. Just hug those knees into your chest. Give a little rock side to side. Grab those big toes and open them out into our happy baby pose. Give it a little rock side to side. Just feeling that lovely opening through the hips. And when you feel ready, just relaxing your legs down to the mat, opening your palms to the sky, just closing your eyes and taking this time to relax into your Shavasana. With each long exhalation, just feeling your muscles getting heavier and heavier. Allowing your mind to just drift. Lowering your body down. Relax your jaw. And just rest and let go. Enjoy stillness. You're welcome to just stay into this pose as long as you need. Feel free to turn the video off. If you want to close or feel practice, just gently start bringing a little awareness and movement back to your body, wiggling those fingers and toes. Coming up to a seated position on the mat. Breath in as you open the arms above the head, palms together. Inhale, stretch and reach. And then exhale, palms to heart. Namaste. Well, hope you enjoyed that and feel well rested. I think I might jump back on the mat and have a little nap, to be honest. Yeah, I hope you're well relaxed. I will see you Saturday morning at 9, hopefully. Join me for a more energizing flow. But I hope you have a lovely night's sleep, and I'll drop the email with the details to watch back. So yeah, see you soon.